Good day, YouTubers. Time for a spot of royalty. Prince Harry sues the Sun and the Mirror uh, in an escalating war on the tabloids, in addition to suing the, the Mail on Sunday for purchasing and releasing Meghan's letter to her father. Let's read a little bit. Okay, he's suing them for hacking his phone. In a major escalation of his war on Fleet Street, the 35-year-old Duke of Sussex filed documents at the High Court in London last Friday via his lawyers, Clinton LLP, alleging both news groups misused his private information for stories. Okay, they're hacking into his cell phone. Apparently in 2007, Rupert Murdoch paid $1 billion for the same thing in 2007. Okay, and News of the World went bankrupt. So Rupert Murdoch is like super wealthy. I mean, if you could pay a $1 billion hit, that's a lot of money. I don't have a $1 billion. The move comes as the Mail on Sunday prepares to defend itself against a separate legal action launched by the Prince and his wife Meghan via a different law firm, Schillings, alleging the misuse of a private letter. I hear that lawsuit for the letter is just Meghan, even though Harry's name is on it. The Sun and defunct In addition to Murdoch's Sun and defunct News of the World, the Duke is also suing the publishers of the Mirror over unlawful news-gathering activities stretching back to the editorship of controversial former editor-turned-celebrity Piers Morgan. Wow, they're going after Piers Morgan. And they were hacking into emails. That's the deal. Hacking into emails. Here's more. Journalists at British newspapers were accused of making payments to police and hacking into the phones of celebrities. So dirty cops gave them this information. Lawmakers, royalty, murder victims, and other figures in the news. Most cases involved the News of the World, but the Sun and Mirror Group publications have settled cases. Celebrities who settled claims with the Mirror Group include Hugh Grant and Elton John. Interesting. Well, a lot of interesting questions here. A lot of people are saying that Meghan and Harry are trying to cut off a big scandal on the horizon. Is this what's happening? Are they expecting a big scandal? I mean, maybe bombshell Andrew revelations are going to come out clearly implicating Meghan, as someone who was involved. And that would probably be the end of Meghan. I don't think she could explain her way out of that. Are Meghan and Harry trying to cut off a big scandal that they see? Is that why they're suing now? Because otherwise, it seems like a bad idea. I've been looking, and there's no pictures of them coming home from Africa. Their Victorious Africa tour, no pics. And that's really odd. There should be a big hullabaloo. There should be pictures of them getting off the airplane and all right, let's see if we see a scandal here. Are they trying to cover up a scandal that they're anticipating? City, which is the whole world and all the people, scourge, conflict, trying to have a good reputation with the world through all this conflict. Royal family, player, player's a one-off, player's public. They're thinking about what the public thinks of them. So this is literally, they just want to be loved by the public. This shows up for Meghan a lot. This doesn't show up as much for Harry. I'm sure Harry cares, but Harry just does. Before Meghan, Harry did what he wanted. What's here? We have Fox, Handcuffs, Cornerstone, and Veil. Secrets in the Foundation and committed to a crafty path because of secrets in the Foundation. So I'm asking, are they expecting a scandal? Well, there are secrets. 11, 13, 25, 7 hearts. Yeah, they're expecting more secrets to come out. Yeah, and they just want everybody to love them, and they're thinking about their public reputation. So there are secrets coming out. These are not like, this is not the end of the world secrets, but more secrets are coming out. And I guess they know what the news is finding. They know what the media is finding, and they're just trying to cut it off. Is Thomas Markle coming out with a book? Because I heard that Thomas Markle might be coming out with a book. It's Thomas Markle, because he should come out with a book. Boy, he knows everything. And that would say, wow. Well, that could be it. And I don't know if they shut down Samantha. She better have been hit by a car. Okay, is Thomas Markle coming, because she's so late, is Thomas Markle coming out with a book? Butterfly is very public, decisions, and devastating. 15, 4 clubs. Very active, very actively doing something. So is he coming out with a book? He's very actively doing something, and it's going to be very public, and it's going out into the crossroads, and it's going to be completely devastating. And this path and everything will be revealed on this path. Yeah, he's going to come out with new revelations, which may be a book. What would be the book card? I don't know if I have a specific book card, but yes, he's definitely, I asked, is he coming out with a book? He's coming out with revelations that are going to be just absolutely devastating to Meghan, and will reveal all in the future. So she should have just had him, come by and see Archie, even though maybe they still don't have Archie. That stand-in kid, it's been said that she was seen again. She went to get a massage. Meghan went to get a massage, and she was carrying, what looked like the baby doll again. So maybe the stand-in was only there for the Africa. It's Rent-A-Baby. So they rented the baby for a couple of hours in Africa, and then they had to give the baby back. And the baby's maybe still in Africa or wherever the baby's from. So is Samantha's book ever coming out? I mean, for goodness sake. It should have been out. It was supposed to come out when Archie was born. Okay, that was May 8th officially. That's a long time ago. Samantha's book coming out. Money. Mustard seed. Tower. Is Samantha's book coming out? So we have letter. Ace of Clubs is a letter. Official document and money. 9 and 9, 18, 5 diamonds. Jacob's ladder. Ruler and coffin. 13 and 4, 17. 5 hearts, reacting to the ruler and the secrets. This really looks to me like they paid her off. And they threatened legal stuff, and they paid her off. They threatened her legally, and they paid her off. There are no photos of Meghan and Harry returning from Africa. Is the press boycotting them? Okay, because the worst thing that can happen is Harry and Meghan disappear from the news, because then they're nobody. This is the big danger. Okay, they're they're biting all the hands that feed them. Without the press, without the newspapers and media, showing what they're doing, they don't exist. Then nobody cares. So is the press boycotting Meghan and Harry? Because I didn't see any pictures, and I looked. I didn't see any pictures of them returning from Africa. And there should be a big hullabaloo. Oh, is the press boycotting them? I got the yes. Oh boy. Is the press boycotting them? Yes. Activity going forward. 9 and 9/18. Yeah, going forward, they're going to give them a whole lot less press. That's what this says. Yes, they've all kind of decided as a group. There's only, they reaggregated with the internet. And I know about this because I was working in government at this time when this happened. They allowed all of the media to reaggregate because of the internet, and that was the explanation. And now they're attacking all the social media and all the small producers and stuff. They're banning YouTubers and they're pushing the major media. But there's only a few major media companies, and they're all connected and owned by the same people, like that guy Rupert Murdoch. He owns everything. That's terrible. That used to be illegal before they allowed them to reaggregate, and that's very recent, like 1995 or something. Before they allowed that reaggregation, this was illegal for, big companies to own all the media. Well, they own all the media now. Okay, that's a problem for Harry and Meghan, because they really pissed them off. So going forward, they're going to give them a whole lot less coverage, and that's what this says, and there's probably going to be a whole lot more negative. What's hidden? Woman, succubus, and home. So 10 and 12, 22, all the people. This is souring the relationship with the people that are closest to them. Home is family and the people in your close environment, and the media is always with them. Wherever they go, the media is always there. They know these people. He identifies them by name. Some woman, there's a clip of a woman asking him a question, and he says something. He calls her something like Veronica or something. He's like, Veronica, don't be like that. He knows her first name. She's always there. These are the people close in their environment. So yeah, they're going to give them a lot less press, and not showing them coming back from Africa, that's a big deal. And there were a whole bunch of Africa stories that could have been ran, and I'm not seeing any of those. What is the Queen's reaction to this lawsuit? Because my cards are telling me they didn't tell the Queen. They did everything on their own, and I don't even think they listened to their own advisors. So what is the Queen's reaction to this lawsuit? She's coming back from Balmoral on Sunday. Oh, tomorrow. She's coming back from Balmoral tomorrow. So what is her reaction to this lawsuit? And executioner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Executioner is generally not a happy card. Let's see what the cards say. Want to tell us. All right. What is the Queen's reaction? Executioner, hand in hand, finger of God, 26, finger of God again. Okay, so executioner acts on their own without consulting anybody. This came from out of left field. So they acted on their own. This came out of left field, and it affects everybody. Yeah, so, okay, this is not emotional yet. So I was kind of looking for, is she negative or positive? This came out of left field, and they didn't consult anybody. Olive tree, big change, fence sitter. She's going to react to it. 11. She's going to take actions, and big changes are going to occur. I'm not getting any emotions. They're going to react to it in the palace, and they may separate themselves. My thinking is that the queen may separate herself from this action. Like, you know, they're Harry and Meghan are slinging mud at the papers, but we're not doing that. You know, Kate and Meghan are not doing that. Charles is not doing that. The Queen is not doing that. We're not doing that. That's typically what they do. Is, you know, sending them into Frogmore, is separating them. They keep separating. The crown keeps separating itself from the actions of Harry and Meghan because they're so off the reservation at this point. They're going to take strong action. The Queen is going to take some strong action. And that may be not funding Meghan and Harry. I don't know. But some action is going to come out of this for the Queen because she was blindsided by this. This just came out of nowhere. It came from outside and they didn't consult her. It came out of nowhere. And that's really a no-no. How can you be a royal if you're acting against the interests of the royals? How can you be a royal if you don't even consult the Queen for something really big and she has to find out about it in the papers? You know, oh boy, that's like sending, you know, that's like sending the ring back to your ex-husband, you know, and you don't even say anything. You just send the ring back. You know, that's really getting blindsided. Okay, are they expecting, let's review. Are they expecting a scandal? Yeah. They are expecting some stuff to come up, and they're just trying to cut it off. But the foundation is that they just want to be loved, and they want a good public image. They want to be loved, have a good public image, and they are trying to cut something off. They're anticipating something coming up. I think this was a bad move. You know, count the cost of war before you go to war. I don't think they can't win this one. And I don't think it's going to go well for them. And it already is not going well for them. They're not being photographed getting off the plane from Africa. Africa stories are not running. And they should have a whole lot of good press from Africa. Is Thomas Markle writing a book? Yeah, he knows everything. If these revelations come out, it could completely, really devastate everything. Reveal everything, and it would be very devastating. So Thomas Markle kind of knows everything. Is Samantha's book ever coming out? I mean, did somebody shoot her, run her over with a car, stab her a couple of times, you know, tie her up? No, it looks like they paid her off. They paid her off and they tied her up legally, and they filed a legal paper and they tied her up with money and they paid her off. It wasn't about money for Samantha. It was about, you know, getting the truth out. So that money, the taste of that money is probably very unsatisfying to her. Okay, no pictures coming back from Africa. Is the press, the entire UK press, are they boycotting Harry and Meghan? Yeah, they're on an ongoing basis. They're planning to give them a whole lot less coverage because they've just really soured the relationship. Bad move, really bad move. What is the Queen's reaction? She's just blindsided, and she's going to have a very strong reaction. It doesn't say whether it's negative or positive, but here's the olive tree, you know, the royal family, 10 diamonds. Where'd that show up? 10 diamonds and deeply rooted, and the royal family. This affects the whole royal family. So she's going to take strong action, karmic shift. She's going to do something pretty strong about this. I'm not sure what that is yet. So that's how I see it. That's your royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.